This is gonna be a weird video. Hello, good morning. This is gonna be a weird video. Mostly because it's not like anything that I've ever posted before. I mean, I guess I have posted me doing my makeup before, but like, I'm gonna talk while I do it. Just about things. I haven't filmed in 20 days. And I plan on posting this video before videos that I've already recorded, just to kind of like be like, this is what has been going on. And I just, pulling the camera out was just not something that I wanted to do. I'm also going to be doing my makeup while I do this. I'm not going to be talking about any of the makeup that I use because I'm not like a beauty channel, but like, I love doing my makeup. It makes me feel better. Not because I don't like the way that I look. Although like, my skin looks so good. I mean, you're thinking, oh, look at all those breakouts, it looks terrible, but no, this looks so good. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about, was dealing with my skin and what I've done to help my skin. And what I've done is I've started to eat better. I have gone gluten-free for the most part, and dairy-free for the most part. And that's just helped my stomach. I mean, it's also helped my skin, but like mainly my stomach. And it's been awesome. I feel great, except for today because last night we had hot dogs for dinner, and usually I've just been skipping the bun, but I full on ate the bun and everything last night, and man, am I feeling it last night and today. This morning, it's only 20 after 9. But anyways, so that's the first thing that I've done, is just eat better, which I already posted a video about meal prep, but I've kept up with my meal prep. And I now do meal prep for me and Mitchell, so he has like a lunch already made in the fridge to take to work with him every day, which he is finding to be very helpful as well, just for like preparation time for making lunches, and like, I'm apparently really good at meal prep, so yeah, that's that. I've also kind of switched up my skincare routine, because what had happened was I had gone to the doctors and had gotten blood work done, and they told me that they ran all the tests. No, they just did like your basics, like to see what was, you know, missing or lacking or whatever. And I was very deficient in vitamin D and vitamin B12. So usually when people are very deficient in B12, they give you shots. And she said that if I just took, you know, B12, like a hefty dose of B12, it would just get me back to where I needed to be and it would be fine. So I did that. But my skin had a horrible reaction, and that was the only thing that I had really changed at that time to make it worse, like make my skin worse. And so I stopped the B12 like immediately when I figured that out. I think I took B12 for a month and a half, and I'm gonna insert some pictures of like my before and afters. My like after picture is from like May 27th and it's like June 20th today. So yes, I know that it's a little dated, but like, if you want to know what my skin looks like today, just go back to the beginning of the video before I slathered foundation all over myself. Anyway, so I kind of switched it up because I'm very much into natural skincare and not putting chemicals on your face, and everyone should be. And if you are into that but you don't really know what you're looking for, there's this great app that you can get. It's called Think Dirty, and you can, you know, put in your skincare and it'll give you like on a scale of 1 to 10 like how clean it is. So I went from 0s to 3. So I'm still in the green zone, like it goes like green, yellow, red, and I'm still in the green zone, but I'm not at 0 anymore, which, I mean, like, it's not my favorite. Like, it's not what I would prefer, but I needed that extra push to just get my skin to like cooperate. I don't know. I was over it, and it had to change. So I'll go ahead and insert my before and after pictures right now. Pretty dramatic, I know. And I'm not just saying that because it's my skin. Like, I generally feel like that's a crazy difference. And what I've also been doing is I've been taking a lot of internal things, not B12, haha. But I've been taking like internal things as well, and that's helped. One thing is I am taking Halo Kiwi. So if you follow Tati on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's a supplement that was created to help your skin internally, which is something that I definitely need, especially while I was trying to get my my diet in check, which I'm doing so good with, and I'm very proud of myself for that. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I am. And sorry, I have to clean a brush. Distraction. But I'm so proud of like, woo, the progress that I've made with my skin. And it's so hard to not just be like, oh my God, look how clear my skin is. I mean, even though it's not even that clear, like it's so clear for me though. Like, I put makeup on now and it lays flat, and that is amazing. And I can actually put makeup on, which is another reason why I'm doing this video, because I couldn't wear makeup for so long, because if I wore makeup, it was just instantly worse when I removed it. Like, I would put makeup on in the morning and I would take makeup off at night, and I could tell you what blemishes were new, like that had developed during the day, probably because I had makeup on. I've also tried to use like better for me makeup products, like at least for my base. So that's, I showed you my mouth makeup, but I've been using their concealer, and I use the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. But yeah, no, just as far as like that goes, has really helped. And my skin right now is in a place where I can put makeup on for fun, and it doesn't kill me, which is so nice, because I didn't love makeup before because it hid my acne. I liked makeup before because it was an artistic outlet, which is what people don't really understand, like, about girls, and like, oh, you should wear so much makeup, you're beautiful the way you are, and like, yeah, that's great, and we know that, but we enjoy doing it anyway. So like, shut up. Especially for like me, I found that I've always very much liked art and has always like seen myself doing something like artsy with my future, and you know, that didn't really happen. So makeup is kind of a way for me to do that. I can, you know, I like to recreate looks that I see other people do, and I like to create my own looks, which is, it's just fun. It's just so much fun, and it's so enjoyable for me. Anyways, there's my rant about makeup. Let's talk about other things that have been going on. So one thing that is going on is Sawyer, and Sawyer has been sick. She's just been sick for, feels like forever. We found out that she is allergic to mosquitoes, and I know you're thinking, oh, I'm allergic to mosquitoes. No, I'll go ahead and insert that picture here. Yeah, that's what my little baby's face looked like. I know she's not a baby, but like, that was terrifying. And it didn't start out like that. That was 3 days into it. She got bit after Violet's graduation, which I haven't uploaded that footage yet, but I will. And the next morning, it just looked like she had hit her head on something. It was just like a bump, and then it just got progressively worse over that day. And the next day she woke up and one of her eyes was swollen, basically shut. And then the picture that I just inserted in there was the next morning, which is the day after we took her to the doctor. So like, we didn't wait until like both of her eyes were swollen to bring her to the doctor. We took her the morning that she woke up, and her one eye was basically swollen shut, so we took her to the doctor, and they just prescribed an antibiotic in case it was infected, and had just said, you know, like it's an allergy, which we were kind of, you know, guessing anyways, because she's allergic to bees. She has an EpiPen for bees. She's only been stung once, and she did not go into anaphylactic. But they gave us the EpiPen because the reaction she had the first time she got stung by a bee was so severe that, like, not a lot of people know this, but I know this now. Every time you get stung by a bee, you, me, Sawyer, anybody, it gets worse. Every single time. You don't like develop an immunity to bee stings. Your body can't handle it. But everyone's reaction starts out differently. So if your reaction starts out severe, then you have an allergy worse than most people. I'm not really like, I'm probably not even doing this justice, but every time you get stung by a bee, it gets worse, no matter who you are. It doesn't matter. So because the first time she got stung was a severe reaction, it's most likely that she has an allergy to bees, and it is undetermined whether or not the next time she gets stung she will go into anaphylactic or not, or her throat would close or whatever. So EpiPen is a precaution at this point, which it sucks that it's a precaution because schools don't really have precaution rules. If you give them an EpiPen for an allergy, if she gets stung by a bee at school, they will use the EpiPen and they will call an ambulance no matter what. It doesn't matter if she goes into anaphylactic or not. Which could be traumatic for her, but I mean, better safe than sorry, I guess. It is frightening though, as a parent, to think that if there's a possibility that your child is going to get stuck with an EpiPen that they don't need to be. And like, that's always a scary thought. But I mean, she could get stung by a bee and we could not have the EpiPen and it could be really bad. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, as is all parenthood. So she got off of antibiotics for that. And it's all cleared up and she looks normal again. I felt so bad for her because she looked in the mirror and she said, "Daddy, I look creepy." And I was like, oh, poor girl. Anyway, so she got off of those antibiotics, and then last week at soccer, it was like cold and raining and super windy, and she caught a cold, and it turned into an ear infection, and she never told us that her ears hurt. And that's so, like, that's one thing about kids that you, like, sucks. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but like, when you ask them what's wrong and they don't tell you, how are you supposed to know? So like, she was complaining that her stomach hurt, but when she showed us like where it hurt, it was like on the sides, like where your ab muscles are. And she had just gone through soccer and gymnastics, and they had a field trip to gymnastics that week too. So she had gone to gymnastics twice in 1 week, and she played soccer. And we just assumed, like, because you know they do like bridges and stuff, like, ouch, I cracked my back when I did that. We just assumed that she had, you know, stretched some muscles in her stomach, and that's what it was, because she was also complaining that her neck hurt. So we were like, well, we're pretty sure that it's muscle pain, and we weren't really sure how to handle that because, you know, we gave her some Tylenol. She didn't have a fever. Her nose was a little runny, but like I said, she played soccer, and like, it was not really good conditions. Like, the conditions were so bad that like Violet was like, I'm not playing in this. She also doesn't like cold though, so that's that. But Sawyer played, she did really good, but she caught a cold, and the cold turned into an ear infection. And then, of course, she doesn't tell me that her ear hurts until she spikes 102 fever, and then she goes, well, you know, my ear's a little sore. And I bring her to the doctor yesterday, actually, and he's like, oh my god, her eardrum's about to blow. What? Like, what? Oh, like, you would think that at that point it would have been so painful, but she said nothing. And like, that's like, and then I'm in the doctor's office like, oh my god, her eardrum's about to blow, and I look like this stupid mother that doesn't know what she's doing, because she only told me that her ear hurt the day before, and like, it was the first day she told me her ear hurt, like at, you know, like late afternoon, like dinner time, and there's no like clinics open or anything. So I was like, I'll bring her tomorrow morning. The other girls are going to daycare tomorrow. Like, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. Her eardrum was almost busted out. Blah. So shitty. Anyways, I'm using this palette from ColourPop. I don't know how to say that, and I don't want to butcher it. So, yippee. I know that I said I wasn't going to talk about the makeup, but I figured if I'm going to like bust out this palette, I should probably tell you what it is. Anyways, so she's now back on antibiotics for the second time. There's only like 8, 4, 6, 7, 8 days left of school, and she's missed, like, today's Thursday, and this is the first day she's out of school this week. And then she missed a bunch of days when she had the mosquito bite, because I had to keep her home just to like monitor her face to make sure that it wasn't getting worse, or she wasn't like breaking out in hives on other parts of her body. And like, because those were things that we were told to look for, because if it got like worse, we were supposed to like bring her back into the doctor. But anyway, so that's what's going on with Sawyer. So I've just been really focused on like getting her back to 100%, which is seeming to be more difficult than usual. We also found out at the doctor yesterday that her tonsils are like gigantic. So like, Mitchell's more scared than I am, because like the doctor said it's no big deal. it could just be because she has a cold right now and the inflammation could go down, or she could just have naturally large tonsils, which is going to lead to more ear infections like every time she has a cold, which I think is what Mitchell had when he was a kid, because he has his tonsils removed and his adenoids, and he had tubes put in his ears. So he's kind of worried that like Sawyer's gonna have to go through that, and I'm just trying to like play it by ear. Like, let's just see, because I mean the doctor said that it could be a non-issue, and if it's a non-issue, then like it doesn't need to be, they don't need to be taken out or whatever. And at this point, like, it's a non-issue, because I mean she's had ear infections in the past. Like, I'm pretty sure all of our kids have, maybe not Emmy. Violet definitely has, and Sawyer definitely has. But like, I don't know. I'm not worried about it right now, because I don't need to be. I have enough that I'm worried about on a regular basis that I don't need to be worried about potentially Sawyer's tonsils being too big and have to be taken out. So we're just like not gonna focus on that right now. Anyways, so that's what's going on with Sawyer, which is another reason why I wouldn't film. I was gonna film her like crazy puffy face just to like be like, holy crap, look at what a mosquito did to my kid. But like, she wasn't comfortable with the way that she looked, and I knew that because she had like said it, like, you know, I look creepy, and I just thought that like we didn't need to, I have pictures of her, we didn't need to take video evidence or proof of, or whatever of this, you know, creepy time for her, because like, you know, if she didn't want to have to remember it, then she shouldn't have to be, I guess, or shouldn't have to, I should say. What else is going on? Oh yeah, my ankle. So I kind of started to talk about it on here. I did talk about it before, me walking, and this is a ColourPop Super Shark Shadow in the color Telepathy, and like, just look at that. Holy moly, that is beautiful. Sorry. My ankle, right? So I fell. I posted that video. So I haven't been able to walk since then, like go for my walks, which sucks. Like, I feel like I'm putting all this effort into eating better, and I can't exercise, and like, I don't have a gym membership, so I'm trying to do it at home, and like, it would be fine, but I can't go for walks because my ankle still isn't 100%. Like, it's just not, and I feel like it should be, and like, I don't know, my brain just automatically goes to like, it's fractured and no one sent you for an x-ray, and it's just gonna heal all funky, and like, it's just gonna hurt forever. But like, I don't know. So what I've been doing for my ankle, because I don't think I've talked about it on here, is I've been going to the chiropractor. Sorry. I've been going to the chiropractor, and I'm getting this like laser light therapy. I don't know, I can't really pronounce what it's called besides that. So laser light therapy it is. It's just this laser, sorry, it's just this non-invasive, super easy procedure. That's been going well. I think that it's really helped. What it does is it it like forces your body to like produce new cells in the area of the laser, and like to help recover faster. And like sprained ankle is like one of the things that it's like designed for. I think it's working, but I'm still in pain, and like my ankle still hurts sometimes. Like yesterday was like a busy day, and I don't think that I sat down at all yesterday, and by the end of the day my ankle was so swollen that like I was like, oh my god, I feel like I've just gone backwards. And I do have a brace, and I wear the brace like if I go out and about most of the time. Sometimes I forget to put it on in the morning because I'm rushing around with the kids and I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of things a lot of the time, but like it is in my purse, and like I don't have it on. Like I'm going to the chiropractor today, so I don't have it on because it makes like these lines on my ankles, on my ankle and my foot, and then you can't really like see where they're swelling or not swelling or like whatever. By the way, I'm putting this ColourPop single shadow on over top, and like I don't know what it's called because I'd have to pop it out of here, so like I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, so that was not, brush was not dry enough. So that's what's going on with my ankle, and it really sucks because like I want to walk because I want to see progress in this new healthy lifestyle that I am so like I want to do this. Like I'm not just like eating healthy because like someone told me. Like I want to eat healthier. I want to feel better. I want to not, I don't know. And it sucks. Speaking of like eating healthier and whatever, I've been trying out some It Works products, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I was trying to get something to help me like get a jump start, and like I don't know, I feel like it was probably like a mistake, but here we are. So one thing I tried was the keto coffee, and I hate it, so like that was a waste of money. And another thing that I bought that I was like, all right, this will be good, was a cleanse, an all natural cleanse. 2 days, you can still eat on it. It was great. It wasn't great. I had an allergic reaction. I had this whole gigantic blotchy spot show up on my neck. And it was horrible. It itched and burned, and like I know it's from that because that was like the only thing that like I did it, and like I've had reactions similar to that to vitamins before. Once upon a time ago, I took some niacin, and niacin is like a detoxifying vitamin. It opens up the blood vessels in your body to allow blood to flow easier and whatever throughout your body, and it helps, you know, detoxify your blood or whatever. My whole body turned red and itchy and inflamed, and it was horrible, and I threw up, and it was horrible. So there was a vitamin that is similar to niacin in this cleanse that I did that gave me a reaction. So just because something says all natural does not necessarily mean that you're not allergic to it. I know that's pretty common sense, but like, I don't know, I've never really had too many allergies before. I think as I'm getting older, my body is just becoming more sensitive to things, and that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. But whatever. So there's that. So I do like the they're like energy shots. They're not shots. They're just like little like pixie stick things, and they're lemon lime flavor, and it's like a natural energy drink, and I enjoy those because I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. I drink green tea, so I guess there is some caffeine in that, but like I tend to try and stay away from over caffeinated beverages most of the time because they upset my tummy, because everything upsets my tummy. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that journey. If you'd like to see more about specifically that type of thing, like what I've been eating and whatnot, I do have an Instagram that is fully dedicated to that. It's kind of the only Instagram I'm using right now too. It is at See Me Grow, Watch Me Change, and there's a period in between every letter, so C dot me dot, you get the gist. I'll put it right here. Yeah, so that's what's kind of going on with that journey. So the last thing that I want to talk about is our house. As you can see, there's a fridge beside me. To this side of me, there is so much piled up crap, stuff, clothes of mine that I'm probably looking for, clothes of Mitchell's, the whole shebang. We've lived here for 5 years, so our mortgage is up for renewal, and we're trying to basically get a loan at the same time that is just going to be lumped in with our mortgage so that we pay it off with our mortgage. Does that make sense? The reason we want to do this is because we want to update some stuff in our house, like our kitchen, and Mitchell and I don't have a bedroom. Our room is in the living room, and it's so stressful. Like I literally can't even, like, I don't even know how I'm really gonna be able to talk about this because it doesn't make me upset. It just overwhelms me to no end, and it sucks. Alright, so we want to redo our kitchen because our kitchen, our appliances are outdated. The backsplash is freaking horrible. I hate it so much. And like the cupboards are brown and dark, and I am very much not a brown and dark person. I would like white cabinets. I would like bright, inviting colors. That is what I want. It's not mascara. But it just sucks because you come in contact with people that ruin it for you, and it's really hard to let others not affect you. We are talking to a company trying to get quotes. So the thing is like, we don't know how much we can be approved for this loan. And the way to figure that out is to figure out everything that we want to do with the house and tell the bank how much it's going to cost, and then they're basically gonna send someone to out to the house to appraise, like give our house, like appraise our house again, because the last time our house was appraised was when we moved in 5 years ago. And the market in real estate these days is pretty incredibly terrible. It's a seller's market, and that's not okay for us. People that need to need bigger space. It's just not good for us. Because we can't move, because we couldn't afford to move, because houses that would be big enough for us at this point in time are like $500,000, and like I'm not even talking like extravagant. I'm talking like 4 bedrooms. Like that's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Like that's the next step up from our house. Like our house is a 3-bedroom kind of house with 2 bathrooms, a half bath, a full bath, and like it's just difficult all around. And so we can't sell. Like we could sell our house no problem, because you know people are looking for houses, and that's fine, but then we wouldn't be able to buy a house, so then we'd be screwed, and that's, you know, that's no fun either. So what we're trying to do is fix up this house so that we can still live in this for the next however many years, until maybe this market shifts a little bit, and you know, go from there. What they're gonna do is they're gonna come out and appraise our house as is, and then they're going to appraise our house with the renovations that we plan on doing. Updated kitchen, updating living room, updated bathrooms. We plan on building a master suite, and it's overwhelming because I need all the quotes first. And as I started before, we're dealing with this company who I'm pretty sure isn't listening to me because I'm a girl, and I'm so not okay with that, to the point that we will no longer be doing business with this company at all. And we basically have to start over with quotes. And that sucks. It sucks so bad. And like, I would class myself as a feminist. I'm raising girls. I am a girl. I'm a very independent girl. I'm very strong-willed. I'm a feminist. And this company just made me feel like I didn't know what I was talking about because I'm a woman. And the truth is I did basically my entire degree, and I didn't finish it. So like, you know, this probably doesn't count, but like I went through most of the program for interior design, which is not like, it's not just decorating. That is interior decorating. Interior design is like blueprints and electrical and all of that nonsense. And it's crazy that like I have this background. I know what I'm talking about. And he just dismisses all of my ideas, dismisses everything that I said. And you know, I get it. He was an older gentleman. He's, you know, and it was me and my mom, and but like, dude, like, it's 2019, get off your high horse and listen to what I have to say. And even like, I had a phone conversation with him when I was just like him and me on the phone, and like trying to explain to him that like, if you don't listen to what I say, I'm going to find someone else that will. He still didn't get it. And it's so frustrating. it's so frustrating. That's all I can say. And at this point, like, I don't even want to do anything with the house because, like, I know what I want. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. There was a few adjustments, like there's a wall that we'd like to remove that we won't be able to remove the whole wall, but like, just say that. Like, don't, like, oh God, like you made this whole quote for like all these like ridiculous, extravagant things that like, I was like, I never asked for that. And like our bathroom, I'm not gonna lie, I've never really filmed it because it's gross. And we've been trying the 5 years that we've lived here to fix it and we can't. So like it needs to be completely renovated. And he didn't even give us quotes on that. Like he looked at me, he looked at the state of my house is in right now, and he assumed that we have no money and that the bank would give us no money. But like, you don't know that. Like, you can't assume that about people, especially if you work in that industry. Like, give the quotes that your clients ask for, because if you don't, like, it just irks me. It irks me to no avail, and I don't know how to make it not irk me. I just don't. Anyway, so that's that. So now we're trying to figure out how much of it we can do ourselves, with the help of some family members. Thank you to those family members. And so I'm working on getting like my own quotes, which just means I'm going onto websites and printing out what I'd like to buy, and hopefully they can be like, yes, you can buy all of these things. And it's definitely cheaper. Like, it's definitely cheaper because like the quotes we got from this company are absurd. Like, absurd. Like, they've, like, just, I'm not gonna say the company and I'm not gonna say how much they were charging for things, but like the first thing on the quote is like removal of items from the house and storage of the items from the house. So like basically removing all of our stuff from the house and storing it. The charge was absurd. And I was like, all right, this is not gonna work. And I realized that probably like all companies charge for these things and like different amounts of these things and everything, but like, it just felt like a total ripoff. And then on top of that, being treated like a stupid girl was just like enough for me to like, I want to tell this guy to take a hike down a long dirt road that never ends. But can't do that. Can't do that. Anyways, I think I'm done. I'm trying to see if I forgot any steps because I don't have been talking the whole time, and I think I did pretty good for timing, so hopefully this video isn't too long. If you stay till the end, thanks for listening to rant about my life. And I promise that I will get back to editing the footage that is actually, you know, before this video, but I don't owe anyone an explanation. I really just wanted to like get this all out of me, and that's all. And makeup makes me feel better, so threw on a face, got some stuff off my chest, and I feel good. So, you know, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye, guys. Everyone's bothering me today while I'm doing this. What in the hell is on my face? There's like